Hello, everybody. I'm just jumping on here to do a quick one because I actually have to get on a call. It's a very gloomy, rainy day today. I'm not sure whether you're going to hear the rain outside, but and it's quite dark in here. But I want to talk about exes manipulating your children. You know, I hear this a lot. You found the courage to walk away from a toxic marriage, and you stayed far too long in it because you thought it was the best thing to do for the sake of the kids. But now you realize that staying in with an emotionally abusive or controlling partner actually may be worse for your children in the long run, because they're at the age now when you realize their self-esteem can grow to be strong, or they may model themselves on you in this relationship and end up repeating this pattern when they start dating, and either as a victim themselves or becoming worse, that toxic person themselves. So you have decided that leaving is the best option. So you've left, you feel free, you feel great. And the trouble is, the stronger you get, the more the narcissist or your ex feels that they're losing control. And now they're doing exactly what you feared, which is using the children as a weapon against you to hurt you, telling them what a bad mother you are, playing the victim, manipulating them. I see it all the time. And worse, you're even starting to hear your ex's own words coming out of their young mouths. And it's such a shock. You think, should I defend myself? What do I say? How can I counteract this, really insidious form of manipulation through my children? And it's awful because you feel helpless to protect them against your ex's smear campaign. He's already succeeded with some of your friends and family, so you know how powerful it is. They've sided with your ex and can't believe what you say that person has done to you. So you feel no one understands. And how could they? Because your ex is so charming sometimes and so charismatic. That was the side you fell in love with after all. But now they're telling everybody, including your kids, that you're the crazy woman from hell. And worse, they claim to your children that they're the victim of your abuse, or the children are the victims because mummy deserted you. She doesn't love you anymore. She doesn't want us to be a family. Things like that. And you start to think, he's turning them against me already. They're young and vulnerable. What if I lose them to this narcissistic person and they no longer love their mum? Sadly, I really hear this story a lot. And the trouble is, narcissists don't give two hoots about their children. They pretend they do. They say they love them, but everything they do is not about loving them. It's about how they feel. As long as the kids can make them feel great about themselves, then they're great. And if they don't, well, they'll turn on them as well, just like you. And, they will shamelessly fight you in court to the death over kids. Not because they want them, as I said, but because they know that doing that, they can punish you and hurt you for leaving them. It's all about them. And so now you're out and you're free and you've left and you're starting to put the pieces back in your life and feel great about yourself again. You find that they realize they've lost control over you. And sometimes the children can be the last line of defense and the best weapon to destroy you. If they can't get to you, they'll try and get to you through their kids. So they'll manipulate the children instead and try and turn them against you. It's insidious. It really is insidious. And many women stay with toxic partners for way too long because this is exactly what they fear, and it becomes too great. But you know what I say? Raising kids in a toxic environment with a manipulative or abusive partner and parent, in my opinion, will hurt them more in the end. And you know, I remember when I left as a single mother, I was attacked for leaving my ex. And because back then it was quite a different era. You know, you made your bed and you lie in it. I know with my heart what would have happened if I'd stayed. I would have probably been murdered and my son would have been left without a mother. Or worse, he would have grown up to witness that violence all his life and become that himself, or become a victim himself. Instead, my son, I broke the cycle and I did not pass it down to him. And I'm really proud of that. That's the most proud of anything I am. That's not even grammatically sense. I am more proud of that than anything, because my son and the second son I went on to have with my beautiful husband now are emotionally intelligent men. They treat women with respect and kindness, and they're great. I broke that cycle. And you know, generational trauma, it passes down. And the best chance you can give your children is to break this cycle yourself. Yes, leaving that is hard. Leaving it does hurt them in a way. But you know what? In the long run, they will be okay, because you can balance it out. You can lead by example. Show them what self-love and healthy relationships look like. That's what I did. And my mission now is to help as many women as I can to do that, and to help you give your children their best chance in life. Your best revenge. Who said this? Was it Vivienne Westwood? And then I think picked up by Kate Moss, who said, never complain and never explain. That's what I did. The best revenge is to do that. Never complain, never explain, and step into the most confident, empowered woman you can possibly be, to offset the manipulation and be the best role model that your children can get. And unless you do that, the cycle will continue down to your children, and worse, from them to their children, your grandchildren, as it did for you. So it's up to you. You can break the cycle. And I know what you are going through right now is difficult, the manipulation and the using your children against you to hurt you. But what's worse, going back to that and showing your children that accepting abuse is what a healthy relationship looks like, or teaching yourself and finding self-love and showing them what that looks like, and healthy relationships instead. So it is difficult and you do need support, but that is what I am here for. So let me know in the comments below if that's what you're struggling with. I have a client right now who's going through exactly this. And or drop me, DM me if you're in my Facebook group. Send me a private message if you need support to get through exactly this. All right, I hope that's helped. Sorry, this is a little bit short and sweet because I do have to get on a call. Let me just say, Jenny Martinelli. Oh my God, 100%. So true about my ex. Gaslighting has terrorized my oldest, less favored through the paid probate court. Well, I'm so sorry that you're going through that, Jenny. And you say, I admire your strength to break this toxic cycle. And Michelle Rossi says, I'm struggling with self-love. Michelle, I have a very good free webinar. I will put it in the comments below or the description below. if you are struggling with that and really struggling to break the cycle, same with you, Jenny, then I would really encourage you to watch that webinar, how to recover from toxic relationships, fall back in love with your life, and never settle for less ever again in life and love. That's what I did. All right. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day wherever you are. Bye.